Our body has many parallel systems that connect to each other in different ways to help it function. And what happens is a lot of the times, we know our organs, we know the veins, we know the physical parts of the body. Inside the body, there's also an energetic system. There's also a system of breath. And in dance, the beauty of yoga, and systems that connect the breath and the physical body is that you open up all the streams of flow within the body. Now, what happens is if there are blockages or there's parts of the body that aren't opened up, then you'll feel resistance or a lack of connection when you move. And a lot of times it's hard to actually identify that pause or that break in connection. So what ends up happening is the body turns on and it says, oh, hey, that doesn't feel right. And then the mind turns on, and then our whole flow gets disrupted. So Sircle is also a system of movement. It's not just a practice for fun. I mean, it is fun, but there's a science behind it. There's a system behind it. And that system is meant to help you open up your flow in all the different parts of your body. So what we really do, especially in the warm-ups, with the repetition, sometimes it feels like it can become very monotonous. But the key to the warm-up is actually opening up the flow from your forehead, from the crown of the head, moving through into the arms, into the fingers, down the body, and into the toes. Now, a lot of times what I see when people come in is different blockages, and each person comes in with a different blockage. So the more you slow down the practice, the more you really tune in to your breath, the more you'll see and feel where the blockages are happening. And the key to unlocking these blockages is actually just to breathe even slower, to move even slower. So I'll just give you an example. So when we step in and we relax and we turn off our body, we start warming up the body, yeah? So right away, sometimes the shoulders participate. No, you soften. And this is just the ego in different parts of our body. So soften the shoulders, even the elbows, the wrists. There's no ego here. We're dropping it. And when you start rolling, sometimes even the wrists, they're like, oh, I can, yeah. And they start getting more involved. No, you soften them. So it's the same movement, but the intention is different. The intention is to open up that flow. The intention is not to do a beautiful wrist movement. Okay, now even in the fingers, you can start feeling the fingers more. And now we start including more of our body. So we soften the knees, because a lot of times our upper body is doing the work and there's all this strain in the lower body. So we soften our knees, always keeping the center softly engaged. And then folding the spine. It's just the top part of the spine here. What you see here, you just soften into it. Now, a lot of times here what happens, the neck wants to stay involved. It's like, nope, what about me? I have a say too. So when you soften, everything's softening, but the neck is still there. So we soften the neck. Because each part of our body is connected to something else, and they move in harmony. So in Indian classical dance, in one of the forms, my teacher used to say it's like the palm trees swaying. So your head is like the top of the palm tree, and your spine is the tree. But with the wind, it sways, and there's a nice lag with the tree and the top. So you're same in our body. It's connected, but there's a lag, and this part can also release.
This part can also release. We can relax all of it. Now when we wake it up, it's almost as if we're growing, but no part of the body has a say. It's just all moving together as one unit. So see the difference here. Softening, releasing. Now opening. No one part of the body is getting the focus. It's all equal. Okay, now let's see if one part of the body wanted to have a say. So my chest. This is the ego of my chest. Yeah, I want to feel great. I want to open up. So one part of the body is now overpowering the movement. So again, we soften. We allow it to be one fluid machine working together, expanding together. The chest gets to expand just as much, but so does the neck, so does the face. Again, it's just about the intention. Okay, now let's see the arms. Sometimes stress comes into the arms. So let's say, okay, now I want my arms to go really nice out and come down. So now all the focus is in what my arms are doing, and everything else is becoming a little bit as a result of the arms. Well, again, the arms can do the same thing, but in connection with the body. In connection, in harmony, without any one part of the body overpowering. So it can be overpowering, it can be a blockage. Sometimes that overpowering happens because there's a blockage. So the body turns on and says, oh, I gotta fix that, I've gotta move my arm. So you breathe into it, you soften into it, and you give yourself time to create this whole body connection. And Sircle does just that. We remove the ego from the body, and we help through the practice, through repetition, through iteration. We help you create a fluid system within your body. So if you'd like to try the practices in more depth, you can sign up for our online program or any of our sessions to help open up the different areas and the system that you're born with in your body.